Find a comfortable position. Let your body settle into whatever is beneath you. Feel the weight of your limbs growing heavier with each breath. Tonight, I am going to take you somewhere quiet, somewhere green and soft and ancient. A place your body already knows how to rest. Close your eyes and follow me into the forest. You are standing at the edge of a forest. It is evening. The last pale light of the day filters down through the canopy, like something being gently let go. The air here is cool, not cold. Just the perfect coolness that settles on your skin and tells you, you are safe here. You breathe in, and the air tastes like rain on old bark, like moss, like something living and deeply calm. The trees ahead of you are tall. Enormous, actually. Their roots curl up from the earth like sleeping creatures, their trunks wide enough that you could press your back against one and feel the whole world slow down. You take a step forward, and the forest welcomes you. The ground beneath your feet is soft. A bed of fallen leaves and moss and years of quiet accumulation. Each step is soundless, like walking on the memory of a sound. You walk without hurry. There is nowhere to be, nothing to remember. The trees grow closer together as you move deeper, and the light changes, dims to a gentle blue-green. Like being underwater, like being held. You notice, ahead of you, a faint glow between the roots of an ancient tree. Not bright, just luminous. Like the forest itself is breathing out a soft, warm light. You walk toward it. And as you do, you notice the sounds around you. A single owl, somewhere far above. Its call moving through the canopy and dissolving before it lands. The slow drip of water from a leaf, somewhere to your left. The almost silent movement of something small and unhurried, rustling through the undergrowth, and then stillness again. These sounds are not alarming. They are the sounds of a world that has been here for thousands of years, tending to itself, perfectly, without your help. You don't need to do anything here. You only need to walk. You step through a cluster of silver birch trees, their bark white as paper, their leaves trembling without any wind. And ahead of you, a clearing, round and still and carpeted in the softest moss you have ever seen. In the center, a cluster of flowers you don't recognize. They glow faintly, pale violet, pale gold, as if they've been collecting starlight all day, and are only now releasing it. You walk to the center of the clearing and you sit down. The moss accepts your weight like something that has always known you were coming. Above you, through a gap in the canopy, you can see the night sky beginning. One star, then another, then a slow, patient unfolding of light across the dark. You lie back. The earth is warm beneath you. Not the warmth of summer, but the deep, cellular warmth of something alive, something old, something that has held creatures like you through countless seasons and is holding you now. You feel your shoulders fall open. You feel the muscles across your chest release. Your hands open, palms facing the sky. Your feet still. The glowing flowers pulse gently around you, in and out, like breathing. You match your breath to theirs. In and out, in and out. The stars above you have multiplied now. The Milky Way stretches across the gap in the canopy, a river of ancient light, unhurried, going nowhere, simply being. You are so comfortable, so still. Your thoughts, if you have any, are thin and far away, like clouds passing over a mountain, there, and then not there. The forest is breathing with you now. The trees, the moss, the slow turning earth beneath your back. Everything, breathing, together. You are safe here. You are held here. You are welcome here, for as long as you need. The flowers glow softly around you, their light neither growing nor fading, just steady, like a heartbeat, like a promise. Somewhere above the canopy, a breeze moves through the highest branches. You hear it before you feel it. A long, slow exhale through 10,000 leaves. And then it reaches you, the softest imaginable breath of air across your face, and it is gone. and the forest is still again. Completely still. The kind of stillness that isn't empty. The kind that is full of everything that doesn't need to make a sound to be present. You notice that your body has grown very heavy now. Not uncomfortably heavy. Pleasantly heavy. Like something has quietly taken everything you were carrying and set it down a little distance away, just out of reach, just far enough that you don't need to think about it tonight. You breathe in. You breathe out. The earth holds you. The clearing holds you. The ancient trees at the edge of the clearing stand in their quiet circle, like they have been standing there for 100 years, simply watching over this small, soft place, keeping it safe. And you are inside that circle now. Inside that safety. You let your eyes, even behind their closed lids, grow soft. The violet glow of the flowers moves across the inside of your eyelids like color seen through water. Gentle. Wavering. Beautiful in a way that asks nothing of you. You don't need to look at it. You only need to let it be there. Let it wash over you. Let it carry you, slowly, in the direction you are already drifting. There is nothing to solve tonight. There is nothing to prepare for. Tomorrow exists, somewhere, but it is very far from this clearing, further than you could walk even if you wanted to, which you don't. You are here. Only here. In the moss and the starlight and the slow exhalation of the forest. Your breath is even now. Your body is still. The flowers glow. The stars turn. The trees stand. And you rest. The night deepens. Not quickly. The way night always deepens in a forest, slowly, the way a tide comes in. By degrees so small you don't notice each one. Only the accumulation. The stars have shifted very slightly overhead. You wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't been lying here long enough to watch. But you have. And you did. And that small slow turning of the sky above you is the most peaceful thing you have ever witnessed. A moth passes through the clearing. Pale. Almost translucent. Its wings making no sound at all. It drifts through the glow of the flowers, is illuminated for just a moment, pale gold against pale violet, and then it is gone, back into the dark between the trees. You watch the space where it was. And then you let that go too. Your breathing has slowed. You may not have noticed it happening, but it has. Each breath arriving a little later than the one before. Each exhale, a little longer, a little more complete, as if your body is practicing the art of releasing and getting better at it with every breath. In, out, in, out. Somewhere in the forest, rain begins. Not here, in the clearing. The canopy is thick enough that you remain dry, warm, held by the moss beneath you. But you can hear it. Distant. A soft percussion against 10,000 leaves. Growing, very slightly, and then settling into a steady whisper. The smell of it reaches you a moment later. Petrichor. The ancient word for the scent of rain on dry earth. You breathe it in. And something in you, something very old, recognizes it. Something that remembers being a child and falling asleep to rain on a window. Something that knows, in the oldest possible way, that rain means safety. That rain means shelter. That rain means you are inside and the world is tending to itself outside, and you do not need to do anything at all. You close your eyes a little more deeply, if that is possible. If there are degrees of closed, there are. And you find another one. Softer, darker, quieter. The rain continues in the distance. The flowers glow. A single drop falls from a leaf at the very edge of the clearing and lands on the moss near your hand with the most delicate imaginable sound. Like a full stop at the end of a very long sentence. Like a door closing quietly at the end of the day. Like permission. You give yourself permission now. To rest completely. To let the night do what the night does. To let your mind grow quiet and your body grow still and your breath grow slow and your thoughts grow thin. There is nothing you are forgetting. There is nothing you have left undone that cannot wait until morning. Morning is very far from here. Morning is another world. This world, the clearing, the moss, the rain in the trees, the slow stars. This world is the only world tonight. Your hands have stopped thinking about being hands. Your feet have forgotten what walking feels like. Your face is soft. Your jaw is soft. The space behind your eyes is soft. All of it, soft. The rain has quieted now, just barely audible. A hush rather than a sound. The air in the clearing smells of water and earth and something green and alive that has no name. You breathe it in slowly. You breathe it out slowly. A small stream runs somewhere just beyond the trees. You can hear it now that the rain has softened. It was always there. It will always be there. Its sound is the sound of water doing exactly what water does, without effort, without decision, simply following the shape of the land downhill, finding the easiest way, never resisting. You listen to it, and you feel something in you that has been holding, begin to follow. There are thoughts, perhaps, at the very edge of your awareness. Not troubling ones, not sharp ones, just the soft debris of a day. Small things, half-formed things, the kind of thoughts that are already dissolving before they fully form. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to examine them. You only need to notice that they are there, at that edge, and that they are already drifting away, like leaves on the surface of the stream just beyond the trees. There. And moving. And then gone around a bend. Gone. Your body is sinking very gently into the earth. Not literally, but that is what it feels like. Like the moss beneath you is slowly, imperceptibly, accepting more of your weight. Like gravity is making a quiet case for itself. Like the earth is saying, you can give me this. You can let this go. I will hold it. And so you do. You give the earth your weight. You give the night your wakefulness. You give the forest your thoughts. And in return, the forest gives you silence. The clearing is very still. The stream speaks softly beyond the trees. The stars are different now, moved by the slow rotation of the earth while you have been lying here. New stars have risen at one edge of your visible sky. Others have drifted toward the tree line, as if thinking of leaving. Everything moves. Everything is in motion. And yet here, from where you lie, none of it feels like motion. It feels like stillness. It feels like the kind of peace that is not the absence of things, but the presence of everything, resting. A fox steps into the clearing. It doesn't see you at first. It moves with the unhurried, liquid confidence of a creature that has never once doubted its right to be wherever it is. It pauses at the edge of the flowers. Your body knows exactly what it is doing. It has been doing this every night of your life. Long before you were aware of it. Long before you knew what breath was or that you were breathing. Your body has been keeping you safe in the night for as long as you have existed. And it will keep doing so now. While you rest. While you let go. While you drift further and further from the surface of waking life into the deep, quiet, necessary dark below. The flowers pulse. In. Out. Slowly now. A rhythm so slow it barely qualifies as rhythm. More like a tide. More like the breathing of something that measures time in seasons rather than seconds. You match it. You are not asleep. Or perhaps you are. The line between this and sleep is very thin here. Perhaps it does not exist. Perhaps what you are in is not waking and not sleep but the warm water between them. The in-between place. The threshold. And it is so comfortable here. So safe. You feel no need to cross in either direction. You feel no need to do anything at all except breathe. Except be. Except rest, in this clearing, in this forest, under these stars, held by this ancient, patient earth. The night continues. The stars continue. The stream continues beyond the trees. And somewhere in the distance, so far away it is almost not a sound, almost just an impression of a sound, a single bell. Not a clock bell. Not an alarm. Something older. Something from a village at the edge of the forest that has been there as long as the forest has been there. It rings once. And the sound travels through the trees and arrives here, in the clearing, softer than a whisper, softer than breath, and passes through you. And then it is gone. And the night is quiet again. Completely quiet. You have stopped waiting for anything. There was a part of you, perhaps, when you first lay down, that was still waiting. Still listening for something. Still half present to the other world. That part has gone quiet now. It has been soothed. It has been persuaded. It has been brought, gently, slowly, the way you bring a frightened animal close. It has been brought to rest alongside the rest of you. All of you is here now. Not scattered across the day just past. Not reaching toward the day to come. Here. In the clearing. In the night. In the breath. The moss beneath you is the softest thing you have ever rested on. You will not remember this tomorrow, but your body will. Your body will carry the memory of this rest in the way it carries all the rest it has ever been given, quietly, without announcement, in the texture of how you feel when you wake. Restored. Held. As if the earth itself spent the night tending to you. Because it did. Because it does. Because this is what the night is for. The canopy above you is a dark lacework of branches against the sky. You have been looking at it long enough now that you have begun to learn it. This branch. That gap. The place where two trees lean toward one another across the clearing as if in quiet conversation. They have been leaning that way for decades. Long before tonight. Long before you. And they will still be leaning that way long after. There is something deeply comforting in that. In being held, briefly, inside something so much older and slower and more patient than yourself. A beetle moves through the moss near your shoulder. You don't see it, but you feel the faint, delicate pressure of its small legs. It does not hurry. It has no reason to hurry. It moves through the world of the moss the way you are moving through this night, slowly, without urgency, following a path that is felt rather than seen. And then it is gone. And the moss is still. And you are still. Your heartbeat. You can feel it now. Not because it is fast. Because it is slow. Slow enough that you can feel the space between one beat and the next. That space. Wide and dark and quiet. Like the clearing itself is living inside your chest. The stream beyond the trees has a voice. Not words. Not anything that language can hold. But a voice nonetheless. It says the same thing it has always said, to everything that has ever lain near enough to hear it. It says, keep going. It says, this is how. It says, like this, like this, like this. And your breath follows. Like this, like this, like this. The sky above the clearing has shifted from black to something almost imperceptibly less than black. Not light. Not yet. Just the first intimation of light. The idea of it. Hours away still. But there, at the very edge of what is possible, the night beginning very slowly to make room. You don't need to watch for it. You don't need to do anything with this information. It is simply true, the way many things are true in the night, quietly, without requiring anything of you. The flowers have dimmed very slightly. Their glow softer now. More like an ember than a flame. They are resting too. Everything in this clearing is resting. The flowers and the moss and the roots of the trees curling deep and slow through the earth beneath you, and the small creatures in the undergrowth, and the water moving through the stream, and the stars in their long arcs overhead in you. All of it resting. All of it held in the same quiet dark. There is a word for this. Not in English. In some older language, perhaps. Something spoken by people who lived close enough to forests to need a word for the feeling of being held by one at night. You don't need the word. You are inside the feeling itself. Your thoughts, if they come at all now, are like the light that hasn't arrived yet. Just the idea of thoughts. The shadow of them. Nothing that needs following. Nothing that needs answering. They drift at the very edge of awareness like clouds at the edge of a sky. Present, perhaps, but not here. Not in the clearing. The clearing belongs to something quieter. The night has a texture now. You have been inside it long enough to feel it. It is not empty. It is dense with quiet things, with the breathing of the earth, with the slow work of roots and water and the turning of seasons that continues even in the dark, even in the stillness, even while you sleep. Life conducting itself, without noise, without urgency, the way it has always done, and will always do, long after this particular night has passed into all the other nights that have ever been. You are one of those nights now. This night is yours, and you are the nights. And together you are resting, here in the clearing, under the dimming flowers, beneath the slow stars, on the patient earth. Somewhere very far above you, beyond the canopy, beyond the atmosphere, in the cold silence between things, a piece of rock no larger than a grain of sand enters the Earth's atmosphere and burns. A streak of light across the sky that lasts less than a second. You don't see it. But somewhere in you, the part of you that is also made of old light, of matter that was forged in stars long before this planet existed, that part feels it, recognizes it, rests in the knowledge of it. We are all, in the end, the same old light. Resting. The clearing holds. It will hold all night. It has held many nights before this one, and it will hold many nights after. But tonight it holds you. And that is enough. That is everything. Your body has forgotten the day completely now. Whatever the day asked of you, whatever it took, wherever it pushed you, whatever weight it left behind, none of it is here. It is outside the forest, outside the tree line, in another world entirely. And that world is very far away and very quiet and making no demands of you at all. Here there is only the breath. In, out. The simplest thing. The first thing. The thing your body learned before it learned anything else. Before language. Before memory. Before the long accumulation of everything that makes you who you are. Before all of it. There was just this. In, out. And here, in the dark, in the clearing, that is all there is again. Just this. Just you. Just the breath. The moss has grown warmer beneath you. Or perhaps you have grown warmer. The boundary between you and the earth, between your body and the ground that holds it, has become difficult to locate. You are not sure where you end and the forest begins. You are not sure it matters. A sound from somewhere deep in the trees. Not alarming. A soft, low sound. The kind of sound a large, unhurried, entirely peaceful creature makes when it moves through the dark and does not know or care that you are there. It passes through the forest and is gone. And the silence after it is deeper than the silence before. The way silence always deepens after a sound. The way rest deepens after effort. The way you have deepened, tonight, into something quieter than you knew you could be. You have always been capable of this. This quiet. This stillness. It has always been here, underneath everything. Under the noise and the movement and the thinking and the doing. Under all of it. This. A clearing in the middle of everything. Waiting. Patient as an old tree. Patient as stone. Yours. Always yours. The stream. The stars. The slow breath of the earth beneath you. Your own breath, slower still. Everything in its place. Everything doing exactly what it is meant to do. There is nothing left to release. You have given it all to the night. The night has taken it gladly. This is what the night is for. This exchange. You give the night your wakefulness and your worry and the long accumulated weight of being a person in the world. And the night gives you back to yourself. Lighter. Quieter. More like the thing you were before the world began asking things of you. Rest now. Not as an instruction. As a description. You are already resting. You have been resting for a long time now. Your body knows this. Your breath knows this. The earth beneath you knows this. The flowers. Just the faintest glow now. Embers. Breathing. You. Just the faintest awareness now. A glow. Breathing. The same. The forest does not need you to do anything. The stream does not need you to listen. The stars do not need you to watch. They will all continue, perfectly, without your attention. You can let your attention go. You can let it dissolve at the edges, the way the light from the flowers dissolves into the dark around it. Softly, without boundary, without end. You are so deeply rested now, so far below the surface of the day, so far into the quiet that the quiet has become everything, not the absence of sound but the presence of something deeper than sound, something the body recognizes and the mind has no name for. Rest has no name. It only has this weight, this warmth, this breath, this dark, this clearing, this night. Sleep now. The forest will stay. The flowers will keep their vigil. The stars will continue their slow turning. The stream will carry on. The old trees will stand. And you will rest here, for as long as you need, for as long as the night holds, which is long enough, which is more than enough. Breathe in and out, in, out. The clearing, the moss, the stars, the dark, the silence. You sleep.